going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drive. Today I want to continue the two-part series of my epic guide, where I want to talk about fusibility and maxability. So in the first video, we talked about my epic fusibility chart, which basically just meant how likely it was for me to fuse any of my stock epics, and I ranked it from 0% all the way to 100%. Well, basically, we cut the list in half. The first episode had about 80 stock epics, and now we're left off with about 49 stock epics, because just about, I think 31 or whatever the number is, just about all those cars fell under last resort. Basically, every stock epic that I had in my garage that had a chance of being fused of 10% or more is not in this video. So these are all the cars that were in the last resort category and above. So I should have said every epic I had in the unlikely category from the last episode in the series, so like 2 days ago. Every epic in the unlikely category and below are not included in this series. Basically, these are all the epics that I either have a 0% chance of fusing away or just an incredibly low chance. And when we talk about, epics with really low chances of being fused away into a legendary, we start thinking about maxing them. How likely am I going to max the epics that you see over here? So we had the fusibility chart in the first part, and now with the maxability chart. Now, one thing I want to talk about is I was considering between the M3 CSL and the Maybach. In the end, I chose none of them. I'm actually currently maxing out an epic, but it's actually none of the ones that you see over here. None of the ones that you've seen in my last video either, because here's the catch. In this series, I'm only showcasing my stock epics. I had an epic in my garage that had one handling upgrade into it, but I never finished it off, and I want to finish it off. It is a passion project, one of my favorite epics in the entire game, and it is indeed the 2004 996 911 GT3 RS, because I love Porsche. But anyway, let's look at the tiers. We have first class, business class. Okay, here's the thing, right? Economy Flex. I've definitely heard of it before. Can someone please tell me if Economy Flex is better than Economy Plus, or is Economy Plus better than Economy Flex? I'm putting Flex above because I searched it up online, and Flex said that, oh, you have basically unlimited changes, you can choose your seat, blah blah blah. As far as I know, Economy Plus, it's just a little bit more leg room, and it's not even seen on most airlines. Just some commercial flights might have, the longer haul ones might have Economy Plus. And then we have Economy. Every car here is included because every car here has a very low chance that I'm going to fuse them away. So let us begin with the two Aston Martins, straight up Economy. I don't like them, okay? They're really bad epics. They're 65 RQ, and they leave little to be desired. They have high top speeds, but their handlings are atrocious, and their 0 to 60s are really bad as well. The only reason why they have a 0% chance of being fused away is because they are a part of my specialty niche in Aston Martin. Next one is going to be the Donkavort D8 Audi. That's going to be Economy Plus. The only reason why it's a little higher than those Aston Martins is because it holds that 1999 tag, which is the main reason why I'm keeping it as well. I was born on 1999, or in 1999, December 30th, so I was a 90s kid for about 36 hours. Yeah, if you're an actual 90s kid and you're watching, you're probably annoyed that I just said that, but it is what it is. But yeah, 1999 is the year of the rabbit, and that is going to be next year. So it's not down and out for the count. There is a possibility that I might max it for year of the rabbit. So we're keeping it in Economy Plus. Next one is the Peugeot 306 Maxi. That's going to go to Economy as well, because this is the one that I have stock. If you know, I have a second 306 Maxi, or I guess you can call my stock one the second one, and my first one has 2 handling upgrades into it already. So if there was going to be any, rush to maxing out an epic of the Peugeot 306 Maxi category, I will be maxing the one that already has upgrades into them. Obviously, I have a lot of, I think I have about 20 to 30 epics, which are either 1-star, which I need to do for a challenge, or there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades into them. Not 5, because 5 would be maxed. So yeah, the Peugeot 306 Maxi, because this is my duplicate, it's going to go under Economy. Next one is the Volvo 850 BTCC, Economy Flex. One of those cars where I kind of wanted to max out just for clubs, because I know how good it is in clubs, but at the same time, I'm not a huge fan of this car in general, and no matter what, when it comes to maxing epics, my heart always goes before my brain. And maxing the 850 is a brain move. Maxing the Yellowbird is a bit of a brain move too. They're useful cars in the game, but my heart always goes first, and that's why I'm maxing the GT3 RS right now. M3 CSL is going to be into first class. Medium ground clearance, 97 handling when you max it out. The main value I see in the M3 CSL is that it kind of has RQ, I want to say 77 handling, and also it's medium, and you're getting all of this for RQ 66. I think it's just a great bargain. I see it mostly as an ultra killer, but it is also competent of beating epics above its RQ as well. So just a fantastic car in general. Definitely want to max this out. Next is the Peugeot 208 T16 RS. I'll put that in business class. It has a low 0 to 60, is really light, and it has 100 handling for 66 RQ once again. Really fantastic car. I think the main reason why it isn't in first class is because it's a Peugeot. Next up, we have the Chrysler 300 SRT8. This is going to fall under Economy Plus. Like I said, the main reason why I have such a low chance of fusing this away is because I'm an American specialist, and I see the value in this car for my garage. Saloon, which is another specialist that I'm in, medium ground clearance, a low 0 to 60, a high top speed, and the handling could be better, but at least we can say that, you know what, at least it's medium. Next is the Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack. Scat Pack. 100% economy, unfortunately. Then with the Maybach 57S. The Maybach 57S is definitely going under first class. A car I like, so thinking with my heart, but also a really useful car in the game, so thinking with my brain at the same time. Definitely first class. The BMW M2 Delimited is going to go under business class. This is a pretty bad car in top drives in general. Like in terms of the stats, pretty mediocre. But it is my favorite BMW of all time. So because of that, it stands pretty high. It has a pretty high chance of being maxed. Well, high in quotation marks, because when you think about it, I'll be maxing the M3 CSL and the Maybach before I even get to the BMW M2, and currently I'm maxing a completely different epic. It's not going to be soon. Not going to be soon. The Abarth 124 Spider Rally is going to be economy flex. I've already finished two-tone by the time you watch this video, so I never really needed to max out the 124 because I got carried by my two Bugattis and the Alfa Romeo Procar. So economy flex it is. I want to focus on Italian epics one day, not soon, but it's definitely on the list. The Aston Martin DB10 is going to be economy. I don't really need it. I have the Zagato, which is all I need. The Lamborghini Miura SVJ is going to fall with the Fiat, or the Abarth, sorry, mainly because I want to focus on Italian epics going on to the future. So those are two cars that would set me off on a great path. The Dodge Challenger SRT10 concept. Interesting one, this. I am a Dodge collector, but really it's economy plus. The thing about the Challenger SRT10 concept is if you have the juice, just use the juice, and I have the juice max, so I don't see a lot of value in the SRT concept, unfortunately. The Ford GT40 race car is also gonna go under economy. Only reason why it's here is because not only is it a price car, it's American, so it's in my speciality, but I have no interest in upgrading it. Next is the Jaguar XJ13. That's gonna fall under economy plus. Once again, I really wanted to max up this car, but the fact of the matter is the XJ13 doesn't fall under any category that I specialize in. I don't specialize in the UK. I don't specialize in convertibles. I don't specialize in the 60s. I like American cars. I like saloons. So unfortunately, the XJ13, although I love the car, it's just very far down the priority list for me. The BMW 750i is also going to go under economy. Once again, rear-wheel drive standard is something I know I need to bolster in my garage. It's a weak spot, and that's why I want to focus on the Maybach and later the BMW, but you know, I put all my focus in the Maybach first. We don't even talk about the BMW 750i if I haven't maxed my Maybach 57S. The M3 GTS falls into the same category. I'm not maxing that anytime soon. Only reason why it has such a low chance of being fused away is because I'm keeping it for the flex. Because how many players can say that they have two M3 GTSs? Not a lot. So because of that, I know some people actually have 3 or 4, but like I'm happy with what I got, man, and I'll take it. I'm only keeping it for the flex. Now we talk about both the Porsches, the Carrera GTS and the 911 GT3. Both of them are going to fall under economy flex. They don't really come with the same kind of urgency as with the 996 911 GT3 RS that I'm maxing right now, and that is mainly because the 996 generation of 911 is my favorite generation. The 996, the fried egg headlights, that is my absolute favorite. Definitely a car that I want to buy buy in the future. Yes, I promise you watching right now, one day, could be a year from now, could be 5 years from now, could be a decade, but hopefully not. I would like to get it sooner. I promise you, I will buy a 996 generation 911. It might not be a GT3 or a GT2, but I'll promise you, it's definitely going to be a 996 generation 911. Alright, moving on now are the Challenger Hellcats. It hurts, but really, I have 3 green Challenger Hellcats max. I don't need 2 more. So, economy it is. The M4S is going to go under economy flex. Not too much urgency from the M4S once again. Much like the SRT10 Concept Challenger, it kind of falls under the situation of, oh, if you have the juice, just use the juice. And this is only an American Frontier situation. If it's all Dodge in general, if you have the Charger Hellcat, use the Charger Hellcat. And then we have the Donkafort D8 270. This is first class for sure. It's incredibly light, 99 handling, European Revolution. It's the best epic donk that you can get. Definitely one of those cars that I've been thinking about maxing out. Next is the Porsche RSR 3.0. That's going to go under business class, mainly because there's a very strong drive for me to upgrade this the right way. Obviously, a lot of you know I got one 323. I'm really annoyed about that, so it would be nice to bounce back and get a 233 version. Then with the 911 GT3 RS, that's going to fall under business class. Although it's not a 996 generation, this is one of the best epic Porsches in the game, and I think it's the best epic Porsche in the game with performance tires. So because of that 100 handling that it provides, I really want to max it out. Not so much to put in first class, but I really want to max it out. It's a epic. I got distracted by the messenger. I gotta silence my phone. But it's an epic wishlist car, and I'm really happy that I got it. I think it was this Black Friday or the last one. The Cayenne Turbo economy, just prize car, and it's a Porsche. Lincoln Felter is also going to be economy. I'm just waiting for that to go to legendary, if it ever goes to legendary. The Ford Mustang GTR concept is going to fall under business class. I do want to finish off my slick tire Mustang collection. I have the GT4, I also have the FR500, so the GTR concept will finish it off. Like I said, I've already finished a two-tone collection. I didn't need to really max out the Ford Mustang, but you know, having that low 0 to 60, that high handling, I mean, when you think about it, it's the American version of the Porsche 911 GT3. It really boils down to which one am I going to choose first. I think I'm going to choose the 911 GT3 first. The Lotus Elise Cup 250 is economy. Honestly, this is the Lotus Elise I wanted to say in the last video was borderline unlikely and last resort. Because I've gotten very close to fusing the 250 many times, but I was in tri-series where I wasn't pushed that far, if that makes sense. So I don't think I'll be maxing it anytime soon, unless it's a tri-series that really requires it. It's gonna fall under economy. The Peugeot 908 RC I'm gonna put under economy plus, mainly because once again it's Peugeot, so not a lot of motivation there, but also it's a duplicate. I have one maxed out already, but definitely doesn't deserve to be in economy because of how good the car actually is. Then we have the 2 Charger Hellcats. The 2 Charger Hellcats, I'll seriously put in business class. I'm not joking, because once again it is the best American epic Dodge, and it's the best American epic saloon performance tires in my opinion. And I specialize in saloon as well. I have 3 Chargers max, but because I use them so often, a lot more often than the Challenger SRT Hellcat, I see the value in those 2 Chargers. I definitely want to get a 4th max Charger, maybe get that 332, and then maybe a 5th one 332 as well. So I'll have 3 drag spec and then 2 233. The M1 Pro car is going to go under economy flex. Really cool car. Probably like my 2nd favorite BMW in this list, only behind the M2 Delimited, which makes sense that the M2 is above it. The wide body as well is going to be economy flex. You know, it's not as good as the Charger, but a lot better than the green Challenger, so I'll put it in the middle. I do love the car, but honestly, I don't need 2 wide bodies maxed. I already have one maxed. And then, oh yeah, we have a 3rd Charger. Let's put it here too. Yeah, sure, why not? 2nd Mustang GT4. So I do have a Mustang GT4 maxed already. This would be another one, but once again, one of the best American twisty cars in the game. 104 handling. It's gonna be business class for me, chief. Next up, it's gonna be the Jag XJ220S. That's gonna be economy, literally just prize car. I'm pretty sure that the Jag XJ220S is actually a mistake. I think I actually put this in unlikely and had a 10% chance of being fused. So yeah, it makes sense that I put in the lowest tier. The Gallardo is also gonna be economy, unfortunately. It used to be like, honestly, it used to be like first class. but because of like all the updates we've had, the Gallardo has really fallen down the pecking order. And once again, I know you're gonna say, Blossom, you have 2 epic Italians in economy flex. Why isn't the Gallardo up there? The main thing is the Gallardo is a bit of a hybrid, and I already have a max Pagani C12, so the urgency of the Gallardo just isn't there anymore. Moving on is the Mercedes AMG SLS Roadster. That's gonna fall under economy flex. The AMG SLS is more of like a following my heart, not my brain kind of situation, so I'll put it in economy flex. Next up is the Lotus Evora 400. That's going to be economy plus. Really good MRA, really good handling. The 0 to 60 could be slightly better, but honestly it's not even bad for RQ77. I see the value in this car. A lovely picture as well. I'm a fan, but they're just all these cars that I prefer over it. Like I said, I'm not a British specialist, so British cars aren't that high up the list. Moving on now is going to be the Nissan. Price, guys, really just economy, no chance. The Bentley as well, economy. I have to max it out eventually, but there isn't a deadline for that, so economy plus. The KTM Expo RR, I'm honestly going to put it, the highest would be economy flex. The main reason is because I have another Superlight, and I already have a Superlight Max, so this is my duplicate Superlight, but even then, it's still first class. Next up on the list with the Mazda Furai. The Mazda Furai is also going to be first class. It's just a slightly better Hayabusa, and I really need it, especially for clubs, so it's definitely up on the list as well. Then we're left off of the Yellowbird and the RS6. The RS6, I'm gonna put it under business class, and the Yellowbird I'm gonna put under first class. If I had to really rank all my first class epics, I would say I want to max the Maybach first. I would like to max the Furai second. M3 CSL, Yellowbird, Donk, and Superlight, mainly because I already have a Superlight Max, so the urgency isn't there anymore, but I recognize how useful it is. And for business class, I would say the one I want to max out the most would be the 911 GT3 RS, followed by maybe the Ford Mustang, and then maybe we'll do like one Charger just to kick things off, and then maybe after the one Charger, this is just all planning. Like I don't think this is actually going to be true, but you know, it's a good way to think about it. You know, after the Charger, maybe I'll do the Peugeot, and then the Peugeot I'll do the Carrera, and then after the Carrera I'll do the Audi the Mustang, and then the Mustang the M2. Yeah, that works. And then both the Chargers, since I already have a fourth one in this one. Yeah, you will figure it out. But honestly, I'm happy with this list. So these are the 6 epics that have the highest chance of being maxed if I chose to max another stock epic in my collection. The business class boys as well, pretty high chance. But anything economy flex and below, I'm gonna be honest, we could be here next year, May 2023, and still JPT would be the most recent update, of course. And I don't think any of these cars would actually be maxed unless they were really required and key for a tri-series. So we'll see, we'll find out. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. That's how I deal with my epics. It's a long process. There's a fusibility chart, and then there's a maxability chart. To be honest, it's the same with legendaries, but without the fusibility chart, just a maxability chart. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look.